We've got a quick update from Etsy. I want to thank my friend Debbie over at eRank for pointing out this one. I'd missed this. It's the Etsy's 2022 Transparency Report and Trust and Safety Roadmap. So this is just out. I'm not sure the exact date. It'll say we'll get there when we get to the bottom of this. Yeah, I totally missed this. So thank you so much, Debbie. 20th of April. It only came out yesterday. We're not so far behind. Yeah, so let's have a look at this. And I've had a quick read through it. I'm going to say you're probably going to want to check the comments of this video. People might have stuff to say about this. That's all I'm going to say just now. But anyway, so Etsy connects nearly 90 million buyers with 5.4 million creative sellers from nearly every country in the world. Yeah, apart from the ones you banned. As our community continues to grow, we're committed as ever to protecting what makes our marketplace special. We focus on maintaining and strengthening the integrity of our marketplace so our users can focus on the craft and the connections they build on our platform. Oh, why do I always need to yawn when I start reading out? Today, we're sharing the 2022 Transparency Report, so there is a link you can go into if you want to look at more detail, but let's just do the highlights, which we voluntarily publish each year to provide our community with an overview of the range of enforcement actions we've taken to keep our marketplace safe. We've made immense progress in 2022 with an expanded team that focuses on day-to-day enforcement while developing solutions to further improve our internal automated controls and our manual review process and operations. So as they say, enforcement, this is people are complaining every 2 minutes that there's stuff on Etsy that there shouldn't be. You get half the people saying, it's okay, I can sell this stuff because there's other stuff, so it must be right. And the other half saying, Etsy's letting it be there because it's making their money. And I think the truth of that is, it's not as much of a truth as you think. They are getting rid of some stuff. So, in total, we removed 1.9 million listings for violating our policies in 2022. That's a 16% increase from 2021. Now, I know, oh, that's got a tickle. Sorry. I know there's lots of violating stuff up there. I don't know what can I say about that, but that's nearly 2 million listings removed in a year is quite a lot. To do this, we reviewed 36 million potential problematic listings, a 112% increase from the previous year, which is interesting. So they only removed 16% more, but they reviewed 112%. So that makes sense. Automated system was doing pretty well. They've just spread the net a wee bit wider, basically. So they're looking at a lot more, but the first system caught the majority of them anyway, but there's 16% more. I hope that makes sense. It makes sense in my head. Approximately 95% of these listings were flagged by our internal automated systems, while 5% were reported by our member community. So, yeah, 5% of 36 million was reported by Etsy sellers. This increase in volume reflects expanded enforcement across key focus areas, including counterfeit, product safety, and handmade, and our investment in automation, which allowed us to even more quickly detect problematic listings. So they're looking counterfeit stuff, product safety, and handmade. So they are looking. But yeah, I don't think any of us can deny that there's still a lot of problematic listings on Etsy. But We've also heard the many horror stories of people who haven't done anything wrong have had their items taken down, and in quite a lot of cases, there hasn't been a problem. It's the automated system as being too twitchy, which is bound to be. So the listings are taken down, but then they go and complain about it, and they get their listings back up. While the number of flags more than doubled year on year, we've reviewed 80% of flagged listings within 2 working days, and all flags within 4 working days on average. So if your listing was taken down when it shouldn't have been, they've hopefully got back to you in 4 days. Saying on average, I'm sure that hasn't happened for everybody, but yeah, in general, they're looking at 2 to 4 working days. Reviewed more than 4 times as many listings for violating our handmade policy in 2022 than the previous year. The vast majority of listings that were removed were identified by our automated systems, which we're continuing to make more precise and reviewed and removed by specialists on our team. So for the handmade stuff, there are people double checking the system as well. It's actually interesting. My video's not up yet. I just recorded a video on predictions for the future. Keep an eye out for that video. It's kind of fun. But obviously, one thing I'd mentioned was they are likely to be doing more to catch more non-handmade items. Not saying whether it's because Etsy are a wonderfully ethical company or if it's because the media have been commenting on how much not handmade stuff there is, so there's been a lot of attention on this. Our new Etsy reporting portal helped thousands of right holders to more easily report alleged infringement. We published the Ultimate Guide to Intellectual Property, an educational resource designed to help sellers better understand their IP rights. And there is a new system. We spoke about it when it came out. I know some people are having trouble, but in the main, if someone steals any of your stuff, if someone is breaking your intellectual property, you can go through the IP portal and claim against them, and Etsy will take it down. We removed approximately 500,000 listings in 2022 for suspected counterfeiting violations through flags generated by our internal automated system, a 35% increase compared to 2021, reflecting enhancements in our proactive controls to combat potential IP violations and counterfeiting. Bear in mind, my understanding is when they're talking about counterfeiting as well, it's not just totally trying to rip off someone else's work, but they're a little bit not clear on how that works for if you bought a pair of Nikes and you customized them. That is sort of in a similar category. So that could include that. This is an interesting number because it certainly feels differently, but just 0.37% of orders placed in 2022 resulted in a case, down from 0.46% in 2021, and we resolved these cases more quickly. Yeah, you didn't even check, you just resolved them. But anyway, in 2022, cases were resolved by our team in just 14 hours on average. That's down from around 4.5 days in 2021. Yes, of course, it's significantly down, but that's 2 good numbers there. I'm going to say if it's true, but no, not if if we don't believe Etsy's numbers, we shouldn't even be on their platform. So that's a very small number of orders resulting in a case. So if you're getting a much higher number, then you maybe want to look into things. It's also down from 2021, which is great because 2022, in the UK at least, had a nightmare with shipping. I mean, I think over the Christmas period, about half my orders resulted in some level of trouble because of the shipping, and about a quarter were refunded, thankfully through Etsy with their own money. But it is saying with this new customer getting their money back automatically type system. I thought that number would be way higher, so it's actually kind of good. Yeah, let me know. I feel that number's very low, but that's a good thing. We expanded live chat to help sellers get the help they need when they need it. As of November 2022, any seller with a listing has access to 24/7 live chat in the Etsy Help Center for most support topics. I missed that. Okay, so everybody should have access to live chat now. Check it and see. But it says through Etsy's Help Center. It can be a rabbit hole to get to that. I don't think it's always on your front page, but hey, if that's the case, I didn't even notice that, and that's brilliant. We're proud of our progress over the past year, but recognizing that keeping our marketplace safe is an ongoing journey. That's why we're intensifying our enforcement efforts in the year to come. In 2023, we plan to invest over 50 million in trust and safety, growing our team that conducts manual reviews, good, while expanding and improving the accuracy of our automated controls. So, expanding does mean it's going to be hitting more people. Improving the accuracy, hopefully it's going to start getting better, but it could still mean that your listings could get taken down when they're not good. But when the listings are good, I'm not even making. I need more sleep. Key focus areas include enhancing and expanding our seller verification process for new and existing sellers, ensuring we know more about who our sellers are, which helps us promote trust across the marketplace. So the seller verification for new sellers, lots and lots and lots of new sellers, when they try and open a shop, are finding it shut down immediately. Hopefully that improves a little bit. But anyway, for new and existing, so be ready that Etsy might be double checking you are who you say you are. We'll see what happens there. Sometimes that is as simple as verifying your bank. But it could be anything. We'll find out. Doubling down on policy enforcement in key areas such as handmade. I wish I'd released my predictions video before this came out, but no, when that comes out, I recorded it like last week. I just haven't released it yet. Anti-counterfeiting and prohibited products that are unsafe or inappropriate for some users. It's kind of good, but the unsafe, we're talking about things like the amber fiasco, where if you missed that, now, as far as we can tell, it was because a child died due to teething on some kind of amber type product. And it's different. I don't sell any amber, but I do know a large number of like jewelry sellers automatically had their amber items taken down, and we couldn't get, when we when we looked at the policy or spoke directly to Etsy, we couldn't get a clear thing of, is all amber banned? Is it only amber teething products or jewelry with dangling amber? But they were taking down people whose shop name contained the word amber in it, because that was their actual name. So yeah. So that's a bit of a pain. But anyway, where did I get to with reading that? Anti-counterfeiting again, yeah. So that should mean you not using Disney, Nike, all these names as well. Yeah. So improving seller support around policy enforcement. Please do, because it's horrible for sellers who aren't bad, who've had their things taken down without knowing. Yeah. Including more transparent communications when issues arrive. Yes, look, tell people why their items were taken down. That would be transparent. Now, live updated appeal center for sellers whose accounts have been suspended. I've seen that. There's links. If your account's been suspended, you have click here to dispute it kind of thing. That's good. Additional educational resources to help them protect their own IP and brand. Again, good, because I'm hearing from some sellers who are having their photos copied and they're not able to get anything done about it. They do the trademark strike. Etsy takes it down, but then the other person puts it back up and just says like, take me to court, which is, I'm not sure what Etsy can do about it because it is a legal matter, but well, Etsy can look and say that we don't want non-handmade products, and if you've copied someone else's picture, if you've stolen someone else's picture, and we can see that someone else's picture because that someone else posted it first, then we don't want you on the platform, whether it's IP or not. It's a duplicate listing. That's my thought anyway. We look forward to keeping our community updated on our progress throughout the year as we work diligently to keep Etsy a platform where creativity, authenticity, and diversity can thrive. It sounds good. It needs done. What can I say? Yeah, I think it will improve, but I think with any new thing, there's going to be teething troubles, and lots of people are going to have items shut down and things that sort of don't deserve to have them. So, yeah, there's going to be a lot of false positives. But anyway, hopefully, because Etsy does have to work on making sure that people know they're coming here for handmade stuff. Customers are demanding it. The media is demanding it. So something's got to give. So kind of good news, but let me know in the comments below. Keep it clean, keep it calm. I know it's a very emotive one. Okay, thank you very much, and I'll see you next time.